Okay, let me see if I'm live. All right. Hello, beautiful people. I am on live. All right. So I wanted to get on. Hello, how are y'all doing? I have not been on in a while. My name is Kristen Coleman, and welcome to my live. Um, I do a lot of things. And mainly today, I want to talk to you about social media because it is a powerful, impactful platform. Whether no matter which one you use, is powerful, impactful, and you should be using it. But I want to talk about there's TikTok updates, and I'm sure you have heard some of it and maybe you have not. So I'm here to talk about the updates and what this means if you do choose to sell on your social media or you have some type of brand that you are putting out there to social media. Just giving you some quick updates. So TikTok, they had a case yesterday, another court date yesterday, and they will proceed with this ban. That means after January 19th, if there's not a deal worked out, it will not be a platform anymore that would be sustainable. If you do have a business that's online, it will not be sustainable. So, with that being said, if you have built an audience on your TikTok that likes you, that likes who you are, that loves your video content, loves what you post, the best thing right now to do is allocate your followers to somewhere else. Everyone doesn't love Facebook. So if you have a YouTube, if you have an Instagram, if you have a even Snapchat, if you have LinkedIn, I encourage you to send your people to those platforms. Now, what I think is best for you to do first before you start allocating your people, you need to find the platform that is best for you to talk on with your community. Instagram is not going to work for everybody. LinkedIn is not going to work for everybody. Um, it all depends on what type of content you put out, what you talk about, who you're reaching, all those things matter. So before you flood the other platforms, I would definitely do some research into what this all means for you. There's Pinterest as well. I don't want to forget Pinterest. I do think Pinterest is a slept on platform, and I do think more people need to be on it. I just posted one thing last week and it got over 100 views. I'm just now starting to build an actual Pinterest page. I've been on Pinterest for a long time, but I never thought about it being like a, platform to look into. But being that I do visual, like artwork and all these things that have a visual effect, Pinterest is a good platform for that. Now, if you just like to educate, if you're an educator, I would get on YouTube and LinkedIn. I really would. LinkedIn is also underslept. I mean, it's slept on, underestimated. LinkedIn has a great organic reach. You can comment on people's stuff and you can meet people just like that. They'll follow you from just commenting. They'll follow you even if like they didn't know nobody that you knew. They will see your posts and they might follow you or inbox you from that. I have had speaking engagements booked on LinkedIn. from people I didn't know. So LinkedIn, and I'm a visual artist, by the way. So LinkedIn is a good platform to look into if you're looking to educate, speak, like I said, public speak, and various other things. Instagram, definitely have that if you have anything visual to offer. That's another platform that you want to make sure you don't sleep on as well. Instagram has a lot of business that is left on the table. People purchase from looking at Instagram, especially if you're like a restaurant or you're a bakery or you do artwork or you do clothing. People buy. They have the store option too, the checkout option too in Instagram on the Instagram app, and they can purchase right from looking at one of your reels or looking at your pictures. Just make sure they're clear, don't put no blurry pictures. But I have sold tremendously on Instagram to people again that I don't know. It's all about how you present it, what you say about your product, uh, even with your brand. If you're not selling anything product wise, let's say you have like something digital or coaching or consulting, a lot of short reels you can do on there. But there's a lot of people upset about TikTok being banned, and I understand because I really like TikTok. I actually like it. I actually have made sales from it, and it's just unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation, and maybe it will be worked out, maybe it won't, but I do think that I'm so grateful that I set these other platforms up before it was even popular, because I know Instagram used to just be photos, literally. Everybody wasn't on Instagram. And I was selling more on Instagram than I was on Facebook at one point. And then my Facebook took off, and I was selling on both. And then I kind of lost a little bit of steam, and I still get sales here and there from there. So that's a good thing, because I don't even post half as much as I do on other platforms. But the thing is with the TikTok thing, I think, it's understandable if you put all your eggs in one basket, because, with this social media stuff, everybody's not going to be an expert. Everybody's not going to know what they're doing. They're just doing and going with the ebbs and flows, and that's fine. But there is a strategy to everything, a strategy to every platform. So I definitely do my research, would do it today, not wait till tomorrow, but I would do it today. And I know so many, I see so many people that have like their stuff on the wrong platform. So like if they have something visual based, they'll think like Facebook would be the best. Facebook is okay. I'm not saying that that's not the best, but I do think you need to expand on platforms like Instagram. That's a visual based platform. If you have any products that people have to see, Instagram is probably top notch for that. Facebook is community based. So if you would like to build a community on Facebook, that is probably the best platform. You will have loyal community members on Facebook, but you can start allocating them to all your other platforms. Like I have a lot of people that follow me on Facebook that also follow me on Instagram, but it doesn't mean that they get the same content. Because again, each platform has a different strategy. You have to cook different. It's just like kids, like you have to cook different for each child. Everybody's not going to like the same thing. So there's people that I know that buy from me that's more on Instagram. They're never on Facebook. Then there's people on Facebook that's never on Instagram. There were people on TikTok that wasn't even on my Facebook or Instagram or any other platform. There's LinkedIn people that don't even know I have a Facebook or any other platform. So each platform is completely different. But the consistency that you put out will have to be the same. Like you, like LinkedIn, I make sure I put a post. If I'm not posted every day, I put a post at least every 2 days. And then I also make sure that I comment on some of these posts that I see because I don't want to completely abandon that platform because it has done well for me, and I wouldn't judge people's pages by their numbers because just because I used to think people got thousands of people they're getting booked all the time. That's not true. I have a small amount of people. I think I have like 400 people follow me on LinkedIn, and they wouldn't even believe that I got booked or sold any artwork on LinkedIn because of how it looks. So you can't judge a book by its cover. Um, I do honestly think that it is a great platform to put your newsletter on, put information, valuable information. But yeah, with this TikTok thing, if you do have a TikTok and you're just starting to build on there, that's fine. You can continue, but just know that after January 19th, that's it. I was watching a webinar yesterday and the lady was saying that certain like international countries will still be able to use TikTok. And selling, I'm gonna tell you, selling internationally versus selling in the United States is completely different. United States buys way more than you selling to another country. And that all depends on what you sell to. But we, I think when people get in business, they don't think like I never thought I was going to sell internationally, and I did. And that was a whole different experience. That wasn't like the United States experience. And when you have platforms where you're reaching people in other countries, I would not assume that you can talk to them like you talk to people in the United States. So what's going to be left on TikTok is Canada, I think I think it's banned in Europe. Um, Other countries that you probably don't even know, they don't even know what you do, nor do they care what you do. So that's that. So I really enjoy TikTok though. I'm sad to see it go. Hopefully, maybe on a prayer, something's gonna happen, but I highly doubt it. This was signed in by the current administration, and the one coming in, I don't think they're gonna do anything about it either. That's just not what it's looking like. And again, if you are not online, well, I didn't even say this, but if you're not online with what you do, you need to start today. You need to start today. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Your pictures don't even have to be perfect. Matter of fact, your video doesn't have to be perfect. This is like the easiest time to get on. Oh gosh, I didn't even notice I wasn't um I wasn't even public. This is like the perfect time to get on and put your brand out there, not be afraid, not be scared to do so, because it is time. It is time for you to stop hiding. I like I said, I started selling my artwork mainly I started on social media first. So that's why it doesn't feel awkward to put myself out there. It did at first, and I didn't know what was gonna be on the other side, but I mainly sold on Instagram. I sold a lot on Instagram, actually. Most of my paintings I sold on Instagram. Um, and these were people that, organically found my page. Again, I have a Facebook business page. They organically found that. So there's ways to organically build your pages. You don't have to buy followers. I have not bought any followers. I don't buy followers. I just post what I like to do. And that's that. And then sometimes, things are not going to reach like you think. And, it's a learning curve. So if you're not on any platforms and you have a business or if you have a brand that you want people to know, you're doing yourself like you're self-sabotaging where your stuff can go because it's important for people to know. And if they don't know, you cannot get upset at why they don't know. And I've been fortunate enough to be a self-starter, but also be under teachers of this, and that comes with growing pains. I used to get on live all the time, and I look back at those, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I got sidetracked, I'll put it like that. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to update you all about on the TikTok ban. Um, and I hope that you start looking into these other platforms. I think what's taking over TikTok is a platform called Lemon 8. Lemon 8. Let's see. Because I think that's like their backup. Um, this is what it looks like. So Lemon 8 is like a yellow app. Um, but even on the webinar, the lady said that it's not necessarily up to par like TikTok. It's not gonna have the TikTok shop. It's not gonna have the necessary things that you need in order to sell. So you got to give it time. It is a new app. So it's not a good idea, she said, to hop on there and try to have a whole QVC um event. But that's all. If you need any help trying to figure this social media thing out and you don't want to be too overwhelmed, I can help you. I can break it down simple to you, and I think it will do you well. So I hope you all are having a happy Saturday. I've been waiting for Christmas time this whole time, and it's freezing. I got back to New York. London, when did we get back? Like last week? Did we get back Monday? When did we get back? It is freezing. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back. Say hi. We'll be back there with my room. I'm ready to go back. So I'm not ready. Huh? I'm not ready. Oh, okay. Bye. All right. Bye bye. Talk to y'all later. Bye.